All right, welcome to another episode of 90MFComics. As always, I'm your host, Chad. And remember, YouTube is 90 because that's why we are here. We're in the era of Y290. I want to thank, real quick, a couple of friends of mine that are joining me here on my comic book community bachelor party, as I like to say, because this is probably the last time you guys will see me, at least till next week after I go get hitched this weekend. So, to my left,
the stripper has arrived, y'all.
To my left, as always, joining me every Wednesday is the captain himself, Javi. There, what's going on, Javi? What is going on, brother?
What's up? What's going on, guys? Just another Wednesday, hanging out at the Bachelor YouTube Live.
Yeah, right. Yeah. To Javi's left, we have a very, very special friend and guest of ours. I believe this will be his first appearance on the YouTube part of the podcast. He has joined us on the audio side of the podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. And that is my friend Derek. What is going on, Derek?
Hey, not a whole lot, man. Just chilling. It's a Wednesday. Chilling in the Derek zone. I'll figure something out.
Yeah, well, I like to call him D-Hide. So if you guys hear me say D-Hide, that's who D-Hide is. So D-Hide, thank you for joining us.
Nah, man, thanks for
Very
having me.
knowledgeable in the comic book game and is picking up new weekly stuff. So you might see him more often joining us. So thank you for joining us.
Fingers crossed.
And it wouldn't be a bachelor party without my homie,
Yeah.
the Macho Head 84. What's going on, Kenny?
I couldn't miss it. Yeah.
Lives a bit at home, huh?
Yeah, man.
So happy Wednesday to you, sir. Thank you for joining us, man. You are the man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't make it to the shop today, though. Well, did you get your new books today, Chad?
Yes, I did pick up my new books today, so we'll be able to talk about what we picked up. Because we are reading Y the Last Man. Sorry, I have that upside down. For Story Comic Core, which the first episode came out on Monday night, which was a lot of fun. I was with Kenny, Caleb the Comic Smurf, and Alec from White Whale Comics on the Comic Core as we reviewed Y the Last Man. So a lot of my reading's been in that, but I did read 2 books from last week, so we'll talk about those 2 books and then what we picked up. So Kenny, I guess you're just here to party, huh?
Yep, here to rock it out.
Did you read anything from last week, bro, or no?
I think I did. Yeah, and I even read a couple that dropped today. You know.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, getting ahead of the game.
Yeah, I know. D-Hide did the same thing too. He can't spoil anything because I got to read them when we hop offline here. So, and cheers to Midwest Comics because yes, I am drinking some whiskey, sir. So, cheers, brother. All right, Kenny, if you don't mind, real quick.
Happy bachelor party, my man.
Yeah, happy. Oh, appreciate that. We got some great people here in the chat, and I got to just run it down real quick.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I think he's always first in attendance. I don't know how he is able to do this in every chat or most chats. Caleb the Comic Smurf Murphy, the Dollar Bin Bandit himself, will be locking up soon in the Dollar Bin Dive-In. I'll be defending my belt. You best believe that. Y290 is the Dollar Bin champ. So we also have Bueller in the building. What's going on, Bueller? We appreciate you joining us for sure. Unruly Simeon. We got my Miami brother, Hialeah Comic Bros, in the house as well. We also have TakeTheTimeCollectibles, who sent me this AOK. He's got to get back to work, so we got to get to this. Like, I'm going to run through this chat and then start opening this so you guys know. We also have another staple in the community, Mr. Gretzky. What's going on? As I cheers Midwest Comics already. Thank you for joining us. We also have Prowler in the building and Dre Von Doom. And I think that's everybody. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
And don't forget TJ the Slab Dragon Watson.
You saved the best for last, right? TJ the Slab Dragon Watson. I'm drinking. I skipped right over that. TJ, I'm so sorry. But cheers, brother. Thank you for joining us. Of course, TJ's here because he loves all AOKs. And not to throw TJ out there, but he's actually took part in this and made this happen on getting it to me. So TJ, I see you, bro, making moves over there, man.
Yeah.
All right. So All right, Paul's. That's awesome. Paul's in here. Hopefully, we get more from the Comic Core. All right, so I'm gonna start unboxing this, guys. So as I'm doing that, do we want to talk about a book that we all read last week, possibly? Oh, poor Mike joined us as well. What's going on, poor Mike? Kenny, did you read the Carnage issue or no?
Let me refresh. Carnage did not make my read pile. No.
Ah, man, are you crazy, bro?
Yeah,
that's
what was
a
it?
good one.
Cult of Carnage?
Yeah, man.
Nah, dude.
You gotta get, man.
No.
Bro, right now, that's the hottest thing. Donnie Cates is all up in that. Yo, the legend joining us, and Marvel Joe. What's up, guys? Did you read Avengers No Road Home? No?
I don't think he was on that. You're not on that, right?
No, I don't think he is.
I think he was like, it's okay. I read it. I read Avengers No Road Home.
And
Web of
Cult of
Carnage.
Carnage?
Yeah, Cult of Carnage, my bad. Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage.
Yeah, get it right, man.
Yeah. All right, we're definitely talking those two books after I unbox this.
I did read Bellet.
Oh yeah, I did watch. You're a huge Conan fan, and I forget. Well, how can I forget that hobby?
Yeah, I need to catch up on the Conan stuff, but this is just issue 2 of Bellet, and the first issue was kind of choppy. The story was kind of all over the place, but this story is very well done from beginning to end. It flows very nicely. The art is a little cartoony, but it definitely matches like the tone of the book. She's a badass. Like, if you like pirate stories and like into like books about the sea and stuff like that, she definitely takes command of the ship. Her father's ship, her father dies, her father's ship gets stolen, and she gets captured, and it's her duty to take her father's ship back and claim it her own. So she ends up doing that. She's very confident of herself. It's cool. It's cool. And
Conan is not in that, is he?
no, he's not in it yet.
Javi, I don't mean to cut you off, but I guess I have this open now. All right.
Do it up, man.
Before I officially look in here, because I still don't know what's in the box, so everyone knows. I guess I'm a little taller than I thought.
Yeah.
So this AOK was sent to me by Take the Time Collectibles. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. He had some help from TJ to get it to me. Thanks, TJ. And he saw me on that show on Strange Are Things with TJ the Cyber Dragon and JD Watson, which was a ton of fun. I was joined by George from MCE as well, and we talked about statues and collectibles. And I got a feeling that this is possibly one of those because they all knew I didn't have one because I was showing off Pops that episode. So I want to thank you once again, Take the Time Collectibles, and holy shit.
Oh God,
Holy shit. I can't believe this right now.
oh man, it'd be awesome if you just never showed anybody.
This is dope. And I think it's just in time, man. All right, so hold on. Let me put this down because I'm going to have to like unbox it. Oh, man. I feel like I got to like take a picture of this and send it to somebody else that I know that is someone in the statue game. Oh, my God, bro. Honestly, thank you. Take the Time Collectibles. I don't know if you're still in here, man, but I am like truly touched, bro. This is.
Stop holding out on us, Chad.
Bro, this is awesome.
No, keep it. I love it. The anticipation. I love it.
Statue. Ooh, I can't wait to see a statue.
So we know it's a statue. Obviously, a character he likes.
Must be a decent size too, because that box
is huge. Whoa.
So my first statue is a Darth Vader statue.
Oh,
no
damn.
way. That's awesome.
This is super sick. I'm like completely, and this is Revenge of the Sith, Darth Vader, and there's a note on the side. This is crazy, man. I don't know. Is he in here?
That's insane.
Matt from the boy who had 7. Thanks for joining us. We also have My homie Biggie Shaq, what's going on? Thank you, brother. He is in here. Oh, bro, this
He's
is
in here, yeah.
man. He is. Thank you so much. Do you want me to read this out loud, or I don't know if I should read this out loud, but bro, this is awesome, man. Like, I'm completely blown away by this right now. Oh my god.
Crazy.
Yeah, right. I gotta open and like display it behind me, right?
Yeah, no, man, that's incredible. Sorry, missed like the big reveal. My laptop was gonna die because I don't know how to keep a charge on anything.
No, that's
But
fine.
That's fire. Wow.
And you usually have to assemble those, right?
I'm not sure. I gotta check that out. All right. So almost a month ago,
That's crazy though.
Stranger Things, featuring statues. You guest starred on the episode and shared your pops and your love for Star Wars. Man, this is awesome.
You got the light on the box. You gotta get it out of the glare.
This guy. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. There it is.
People want to see it. People want to see the Vader.
Let him bathe in the glare, dude.
Thank you, man. This is awesome. I appreciate this, and I will definitely be keeping this note with this, and I will definitely be displaying this. Like, this is incredible. Like, I'm like completely blown away. Thank you. Take the Time Collectibles. You are the man. No, bro, this is fine. I pretty much he just said he saw the episode of Stranger Things, that he had this statue collecting dust in his closet, and he figured that, you know, he felt it was appropriate. This would be my first statue, and I am just blown away by how awesome this community is, man. Like, it's truly phenomenal, man. Like, I can't believe it. And I'm really happy I was here to like get it before, you know, this whole weekend, because I'm gonna be away. So
when you came home, was that just like sitting on your doorstep, or did you receive it?
Yeah, exactly. It was when I came home today. I woke up this morning, and since I left, I've been nonstop since I left the house. So, you know, I came home to this. So this is awesome, man. So, and it's limited. It's got a number on there and everything. Wow. So, all right. This is super cool. Thank you, Take the Time Collectibles. This is phenomenal. I cannot wait to take it out and display it. But we got some comics to talk to, so I can't do that now. So I'll just show the box off behind me.
What is it? Oh, we can only get to see it.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to show? I mean, all right, fine. You guys,
man, I kind of really do.
Well, I don't know if it's a whole to do. Maybe you should do an actual unboxing video. I mean, I don't know anything
I don't collect statues. I don't know. Normally,
do it. You gotta go all the way.
It just.
Yeah, we can just banter while you do it. We can talk comics while you do it.
Yeah.
All right, go.
I think the people would like to see the statue.
All right,
yeah, for sure.
We'll do it. We'll just make it happen. You guys are right. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, I remembered something I picked up last week. The Amazing Spider-Man Hunted Part 3.
Are you liking that?
Yeah, I am. But I'm a big dumb idiot.
I dropped it. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it, man. And I think I've come to the conclusion I'm just not a Nick Spencer fan.
Yeah, like he's hit or miss. Totally. Like there's a bunch of stuff I've read of his that's just doesn't do anything for me. But there's just something about Craven running around with Arcade that I'm fucking sold.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, tell us. Go ahead, launch it.
Yeah. Well,
Go ahead
I was just about to say.
Don't mind me.
Yeah. I won't mind you at all. I was gonna say I just realized that I thought I read that issue. I didn't, so I'm one issue behind. But they've been coming out like every other week. So just to do a quick recap, Craven has had everything in the world. He's just been so happy. He lived. He's died multiple times. He's had families. He sired a bunch of sons all over the place, and then said, "Hey, all you kids, you know, go away and come back to me and let me know what you've done, and then, you know, we'll pass it up. We'll pass shit down." So one kid comes back. One Craven clone comes back because he killed all the other ones.
Oh, they're clones. They're not actual.
Yeah, they're clones. Yeah, I forgot.
Biological.
Yeah. Again, it's been weeks and I've read him one time. I just kind of wish he sired a bunch of kids. But no, they're a bunch of Craven clones. We sent away. One of them just murdered all the other ones. Came back. And then like Craven was like, no, what? What'd you do? And he's like, what? Aren't you proud of me? And then he kisses him on the head and hugs him and says he's as proud as he could ever be. And then offsets this fucking story where he pretty much hires Arcade to kidnap and capture all the animal-themed villains. And because it's sacrilege to dress up yourself up like an animal. You're just going to use that as your totem like you can. You're getting captured.
Craven's coming after you.
Exactly. I like that as the concept. Yeah.
Yeah. I as soon as I learned that's what it was, I'm like, oh, I'm all about this. Because, come on, that's awesome.
That makes the cover make sense because there was a cool cover with Craven, the animal-related Spidey villains, which is like all of them.
Which is pretty much what it's
on the wall.
Yeah, and so he gets Arcade. They create some crazy contraption. Craven's son is going after Spider-Man and drugs him with some poison mist. So Spider-Man's confused. He's like, oh, there's Craven, but he's younger. Huh? And he's just getting clobbered. And then, they get all thrown into this weird Central Park hunting pit where a bunch of rich socialites that Arcade and Craven got to come in to the fucking fold to hunt them in like big Craven mechs. And that's pretty much where I'm at. And there's, B-plots with Black Cat and Doc Connors' Lizard Boy son.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's not the best thing in the world by far, but it's good, dumb fun. If you want Craven running around being a weird dick, then
I do.
Exactly.
In that first episode, he's naked and stuff. Or the first, you know what I'm saying? Episode. I'm so mind blown by this. I can't even talk.
Oh, speaking of
good. Craven needs to be naked.
Oh, I'm just gonna give you one little tiny spoiler. If for any Batman readers out there, is if you pick up the new issue of Batman this week, there's a lot of nude combat. That's all I'm gonna say. There may be naked men fighting each other.
Ooh. I hope Bruce Wayne's dong doesn't pop out again.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's almost the first appearance of another Bat Universe blank. What was your favorite read of last week, Javi?
Favorite read?
Yeah, or one you feel like telling us about?
I mean, all the reads were pretty good last week. I did read that Carnage book, and speaking of naked people, even more, there was a naked person. Well, like the John Jameson, JJJ's son, is the
JJJ Jr.
Yeah.
Is that Manwolf?
Yeah, it is Manwolf. He's like the main character of this book, and he's out being a detective with Misty Stone, the Luke Cage character.
Misty Knight.
Misty Knight, I'm sorry.
Misty Stone is a great name, too.
Yeah.
Yo,
Misty
JD,
Knight.
thank you for joining us, bro.
Yeah, man. JD's in the house. Boy Who Had Seven. Rod Just a Rican popped in. Biggie Shack, of course. Bake the Snake has popped in. Comic Man.
That's an awesome name. Big ups to Bake the Snake. Love that name.
It's crazy, man. So I'm
the great legend, who's been on fire lately, by the way. All of Legend's content lately has been A1.
Nice.
So we got Manwolf and Misty Knight.
Yeah, he's John Jameson in this book. We don't get much of Manwolf, unfortunately. Just the man portion.
Just man. Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
I didn't read Carnage USA, but I guess it's picking up off of that run. They're in Dovertown. I think that's what it's called, Dovertown, Colorado. Yeah. And that's the town that got abducted by Carnage back in the day. and apparently there's still remnants of that Carnage abduction going around that town. And the sheriff was away on a fishing trip, plot force. He comes back and he sees that his town is acting all crazy, and that's why he calls somebody to come investigate, and that's why John Jameson shows up. And yeah, I mean the book is it's okay. It's just pretty much him going through like, oh, I lost my memory and I'm getting it back of whatever what just happened. The town, there is a guess a new religion that has started in that town.
Yeah.
The
Carnage, the whole thing.
In that book, from my understanding,
I forget the cult name.
Like Javi said, right after Carnage USA, and the town was like, pretty much taken over by Carnage in a sense. So they thought they have like gotten rid of it, but it seems like, I guess, like obviously
it's come back.
Yeah, like there's a cult that's like been there, and this is that cult that we saw that was in that other issue of Web of Venom, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if you remember that. And
I think he popped up in the main Venom arc, like just some weird stone.
Yeah, okay, maybe it was. But then I just remember Javi being like, what is this cult like of Carnage? And then
do they have symbiotes on them or no?
What Venom does is what Carnage does is what Carnage does is that he uses his goop, his Carnage goop, and he just drops his symbiote onto people, and
he just goops people.
Yeah, he just goops people, and they become hive mind. Following Carnage, and it kind of makes them go a little insane. Also,
nice. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, so
what up,
like, oh, you can't really see it. I have it on my phone. It's like crazy. What you would expect a crazy cult to do? Dark hoods.
Yeah, I saw the cover image. It kind of gave me a sense.
I got it right here. I'll grab it for you.
But the sheriff is important in the book because he ends up becoming captured by the cult, and this church, this new religion that has started in this town. There's a church that is set up there, and obviously that's where they all go and meet and do their evil stuff and whatnot. And John Jameson goes and investigates it. He finds the sheriff there, and the sheriff is just tied up, and he's just like, help me. But before he can get to him, like, that's when Man-Wolf comes out. He invokes the spirit of Man-Wolf, and he's like,
the Church of New Darkness, by the way.
That's what it is. Yeah. And he gets captured as well. Man-Wolf, while he's in Man-Wolf form, he becomes gooped by Carnage.
Or gooched.
Gooched is good.
He thought he was gooching him.
Oh, no.
I don't know if that's Florida talk, but I've never heard someone getting gooched.
Nah, it was gooped.
That sounds dirty.
But gooched is some deep swamp Florida talk, though.
Oh, see that?
Yeah, that's some crazy thing. Like, it's something. Yeah, something you do to gators and turtles before you suck them right out of the shell.
Oh wow!
Florida swamp delicacy.
The more you know.
I can give you guys a quick little review of my favorites last week, but I think maybe we should look at that glorious statue first.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Ooh,
it looks pretty mean.
I should go ahead and just like keep it on me for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any way to get it a little closer.
Yeah, I could do that.
Because I'm curious of like, is the cape fabric? Or
No,
that's plastic?
No, it is not. It's all, I guess you could say, whatever type of cast that they use.
Solid. Because I'm definitely a statue novice, but it seems like that happens. There are some statues that have like a fabric type of clothing and capes, and then some that have the hard plastic or whatever they're made of. I think I always, from the looks of them, I seem to prefer the hard plastic ones.
I should have done that first, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get a little closer.
Your camera cut out, Chad, by the way.
I think they're on purpose.
I gotta go through I gotta go through some wires. I'm gonna see if I can try to. So we can.
He's trying to zoom in.
Yeah.
Zoom in on the goodies.
Right.
My favorite breed was probably velvet.
All right, I can't really see, but.
Oh yeah, we're getting close. Okay.
Oh
Damn.
snap!
So there's a little detail there for you. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm trying to look at my screen and,
Oh wow, I have so much more appreciation for it now that I can see the detail up close.
Let me go ahead and keep it clicked on me. Now I'm won't pass. It's terrible.
Awesome.
The show's off the rails right now.
Never realized Vader had such awesome pants.
Right? The detail on the pants are pretty cool.
Yeah.
And paint job's pretty cool.
Oh, it's all great. Shit.
He's force choking somebody there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask who is because I know there are a handful of, or maybe more, of companies that make the statues like Kotobukai, Sideshow, XM Studios. Who's the creator of this? I see Take the Time just said Gentle Giant was a big deal.
Gentle Giant is the creator of this one. And this is actually a very, very beautiful statue. It's got great detail in it. As you said, the cape. Let's see if I can get you a little closer in there. Sorry for the camera, guys.
You're killing it, dude.
Like this. Oh, get out of here, bro.
I like the motion. It kind of feels like you're showing off the statue, but also feels like kind of like Battle Lines reporting, where you're like, I got the exclusive footage. It's action. Yeah, man.
So thank you, Take the Time Collectibles. This is awesome. This will be cherished. This ain't going nowhere. Because I love me some Vader. So this is awesome, man. And it's limited. It's got a number on it and everything. So really, really cool, man. And I really, really appreciate it. I am blown away by this right now. This is awesome. And just in time, because we got that Star Wars trailer that dropped this week too, man. Come on, man. Or last week. So
That's right.
All right.
Vader's just a great villain. I haven't even. It's not that I don't have a dislike for Star Wars or anything like that. I just haven't. I haven't seen all the movies. I haven't seen the whole trilogy, the original.
Wow.
Oh, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know people are like, what?
Yeah, that's insane, man. At least the trilogy.
Right. Yeah,
But
I kind of wanted people's input on. All right, so say I'm gonna start from scratch because even the ones that I have seen, it's been so long ago. I feel like I probably just need to get fresh eyes on it.
yeah.
Do I start with Star Wars Episode 4 and move on, or do I start Episode 1? What do you
I don't know. My opinion is I'd go for the order it came out, just so you see how all of that works and goes through. It would be fun to do it, in order too. But for the first time, I just do it as it came out.
Okay.
So you could just ride that wave.
Yeah, that's what I do. And then you could see how, exactly, just how everything kind of progressed, I guess you could call it.
Well, it progressed for a little bit, and then, it's going to be good because the original trilogy is, good, fun, classic shit, perfect effects, and for what it is, it's great. It's good fun. And then you get the prequels. So you get to go through that.
Yeah, I can tell you're going to say it regressed.
Yeah, and then it just regressed, and it's just not even regressed. It got bigger. It was just so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really gone back and watched them as an adult man, but I don't even know if I want to spend the time on that.
Yeah, I think I need to see that original.
At least the classic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel better because I got to be honest, guys. I've been keeping that a secret for the long time. I'm like, I'm going to get shunned, man.
Yeah.
But,
Let that burden off your chest. You're safe here.
Well, yes.
All right.
We will change that.
Out of my closet, guys. Thank
I
you.
will make sure that you see Star Wars and you will understand my love for it after that, my friend.
Okay.
You gotta watch the trilogy, bro. Gotta watch the original trilogy for sure. And then, I mean, as much as people hate on the prequels, there's a love for them. They accept them because there's more Star Wars at the end of the day. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know what I mean? So,
of the 3 prequels, say I was only going to watch one of the prequels. Don't worry about continuity of, oh, you need to see this to know this before. What's the best one?
Revenge. That's the only one in the prequels you need to see.
I couldn't tell you. Like episode 2 and 3 blur together in my brain so hard that I really couldn't tell you.
At episode 3, when he completely turns.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I have the high ground.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know, the battle on Mustafar. You even get Obi-Wan Kenobi battle versus Grievous. That's great. I mean, I'm all about it.
No doubt.
So this is number 2307 of 7,500.
Gentle Giant Limited.
That's awesome, man.
Take the time collectibles. Phenomenal. This is awesome. You will see him displayed all the time behind me. I got to figure out a way to display him now. I should maybe move the belt and then display Vader there. Put the belt
get a little belt for Vader.
Oh, that would be great. Or put the belt around Vader.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Belt around.
Oh yeah.
Very generous gift. That's good stuff, man. And I'm glad, and I did say it to Chad. I was like, look, man, if you're rolling with MCE, someone's got to break this guy in with a statue. So thanks for stepping up to the plate. Take your time. You are officially a statue collector.
I've read it. I'm in the statue game now, man.
Yeah, you're in the game, dude.
I'm in the game. Maybe only one, but I'm in the game.
And it's a strong one.
Turned like this. Luckily, it's not too heavy. So when I need to get to my books here, I can just move it.
Oh, right.
I gotta figure out a way to, yeah, man, I don't know. Dope.
Dope.
I hear you, Big. And when Big says, since we got Star Wars talk going, and I'm a simpleton on this topic, Big says he's doing some thinking. In the prequels, he feels like the prequels are no longer the worst. Episode 1's pretty dope. Great lightsabers, and arguably the second most iconic villain. I'm assuming he's talking about Darth Maul, yeah?
Episode 1, yeah, man. But the thing is, with episode 1, all right. So Darth Maul is super badass. I love Darth Maul. I love episode 1 for what it is. But at the end of the day, it's a political, it's super political because it's Palpatine setting his roots for him to rise in the Republic. And unless you understand that, most of that movie could be, and of course, they're finding a young Anakin, the pod racing, when I was, what?
And 50 minutes of pod racing.
And for instance, when that came out, I was 10 when that came out. So, I mean, as a 10-year-old, I was all about the pod racing. But rewatching those now, it's kind of hard. The best part about that movie, for sure, is the end in that fight with Darth Maul. But it takes a while to get there, But as a Star Wars fan, it's super political, and you see the rise of Palpatine, and you start to see him plant his seeds, in that movie. And that's really the big thing about that movie. So I would just tell you, when you're watching that, just keep that in the back of your mind. It may not be as, as much action as you would like, but it's a different type of action, I guess you could say, as, you have the pod racing and stuff like that in it.
Yeah, and it gets a big plus because Greg Proops, comedian, he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway a whole lot, dude with the glasses, was the pod race announcer for some reason in that movie. And during the whole pod race thing, you just hear him saying, dumb Star Wars stuff. Oh, it's the golden. Yeah, and it's pretty great. But
I believe the score throughout all of the movies and the prequels are phenomenal. Take the time. I love the score, even in episodes 2 and 3. I think the music's on point in all of them. I can almost hear the music and tell you what scene they are. And sometimes at work, all right, at work, days that Star Wars comes out, or like the day before, like if a movie's launching, I will play Star Wars all day in my store, and I can just hear the scenes, like, or I hear the music and just see the scenes, and see Padme like, Anakin, you're breaking my heart, like with that whole, like I just know exactly when that happens when that music kicks, so it's too good.
That's awesome. Yeah,
What
like
Star Wars have you seen, Kenny? Let me ask you that.
Say again?
What Star Wars have you seen?
Oh, well, so if we go backwards, I saw the new one that J.J. Abrams did in the theaters. Was it right? It was J.J. Abrams?
No, that was
Force Awakens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the Force Awakens one. I mean, I have seen some of those newer prequels, but I don't think ever front to back. I think they've been in periphery and I've seen scenes. But Empire and Jedi, I've seen. I haven't seen the first one.
Oh,
A New Hope? Oh man, definitely. You should watch New Hope. New Hope's great.
yeah, that might be one. Yeah, that might be one of the best, if not the best. But I'd have to rewatch all of that stuff again.
I mean,
It's been so long.
I'll say this: anytime that any of those movies are on TV, I'm watching them. Doesn't matter. And I mean, I love A New Hope. I don't know. I just love all Star Wars. And I saw someone in the chat say, Rogue One. Rogue One was phenomenal. One of my, I get ridiculed all the time for this. Like, yeah, okay, yes, Return is there, and Empire is probably number one for sure. But I put Rogue One right underneath Empire, or it's like almost right there with it, man. Because I thought Rogue One was phenomenal. I just it felt like a real war movie, like from a Star Wars movie, And I feel like you haven't really had that. Like I had that Vietnam War type feel, and then just Vader at the end, just showing his absolute power, just exactly what we all wanted,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if there's is there a commonly referred to best Star Wars movie? Is it Empire?
Empire, yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. That's the one that, if the fact that I would even mention Rogue One next to it, like with some people, I have a couple friends that they ridicule me. I'm like, yo, man, I really enjoyed Rogue One. From the beginning, what I loved about that movie the most is, you have very minimal Darth Vader, right? And yeah, there's no Jedis in it because, okay, yeah, you have Jedis in Star Wars, but there's more than just Jedis, and there's it's a war movie. I don't know, it's called Star Wars,
Yeah,
and,
that's what makes sense. Star
Wars.
And
this was the first, Attack of the Clones had war aspects of it and stuff like that, but to me, this just full out war, and you see, oh no, I don't want to say, have you seen it, Kenny, or no?
No.
No?
Rogue One? No.
Yeah, no, bro. And two Star Destroyers crashing into each other. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's one I barely remember. I think I saw it twice in theaters, and I liked what I saw, but I just kept falling asleep. Just something about the heat of the theater and the aesthetic is almost comforting. It's like, oh, I recognize all this. And it's not bad. I just haven't seen it's I've seen it twice, but I haven't seen it at all. It's
sometimes
great.
those movie theater chairs are way too comfortable.
Yeah, man.
Nowadays, yeah. But no, I just love the way they connected it to A New Hope. It was it to your point, the aesthetic was almost it felt like the originals. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you mean by that, or at least for me, for the movie wise.
Yeah. It's just oh, this is perfect. The aesthetic and everything is just it's a warm blanket almost. George Lucas made a nice little knit blanket out of his beard and just tucked it right on you. And it's, God bless him for it.
All right, so
not for making that movie, of course.
I know what I need for my AOK for Kenny, bro.
Ha. Star Wars movies?
Yeah, right? You get them all in one shot.
Well, let me see what's on demand first. I'll let you know.
Oh, do you? Oh, most of them on demand, except probably the newer ones.
Yeah, the old one's probably all right. Yeah,
for sure. TNT is always replaying them, so you can find those on demand without.
Yeah,
it just sucked. It's only those weird digitally remastered things that exist now. You have to really dig. for the original things without
yeah.
Lucas's CGI weird tinkering and stuff.
No, my brother has the originals though.
That's awesome.
Han shoots first, bro. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Han shoot. He's the only one that shoots. How about let me rephrase that. Han's the only one that shoots. There is no one else shooting in that original scene.
In the original, no, there's not.
Oh, yeah.
I have the original.
Kills Greedo in cold blood. Sorry, what was that, Javi?
The original 3 on VHS.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was before the digitally remastered. So you have the OGs then too.
Yeah, I believe so.
And they kept in that awesome Ewok Yub Nub song in Return of the Jedi that they got rid of for some reason.
Hey, bro, right?
That's such a good song.
Rogue One is definitely. It's been so long since I've seen 5 and 6, but like, Rogue One's probably my favorite. Han Solo is good. But
I was just gonna bring up Solo, man. I love Solo.
Solo's okay. Yeah. But like what Rogue One does for me is it's like it expands that lore, and I'm just like yes.
Feed me more. Oh, for sure. And then
how like everything ties in with the Death Star and the last scene, of course, just that dessert right at the end. It's awesome.
And then I think the other thing that I love about that movie, Ben Mendelsohn kills Director Krennic. He kills.
Oh yeah.
That like the guy that plays Talos in Captain Marvel plays Director Krennic in Rogue One, man, and phenomenal. Like kills that character. So I mean, our first introduction to that character in a sense, but just like I love that character because of him, man.
Oh yeah, Ben Mendelsohn's a consummate pro. I love that guy so much. He's become one of my favorite people in recent years. He just nails everything, and that's such an awesome role.
Right with you on that. I think almost in every role that I've seen him in, he's phenomenal.
Yeah. So. And it's funny, in Captain Marvel, I was like, what weird voice is he doing? I had no idea he was like Australian and he was doing an accent most of the time. Like he was doing like a character for everything else except for the scroll. That's his voice. I was like, oh shit, he's great.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, Kenny, you need to read some Star Wars. You need to watch some Star Wars because I have Star Wars comics too, bro. I can hook you up with that, man. I can hook you up with some of those.
Let me get to the movies first.
I'll get you hooked up. All right, so we'll try to round in the comics again. So as Javi mentioned earlier, I believe his favorite read from last week was, now that I'm done unboxing things, where is it? I thought I had it over here. No, that's what I picked up today. Maybe I don't have it here. But was Cult of Carnage, correct, Javi? Oh, it's out there.
Cult of Carnage was good. I think my favorite read was Velvet. I think last number 1 wasn't good for me, but then this number 2 just amped it up for me. So I'm excited for what's going to happen with number 3. So that was my favorite read. But Cult of Carnage was good.
So was Avengers No Road Home. Oh, thank you.
I think we did like Avengers No Road Home.
That's not. I got the normal cover, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
I know how we got the variant.
Ooh.
So, all right. Did you talk about this one, Javi, or no?
We went through it a little bit. We didn't get the ending.
We went through Avengers. No surrender. No Road Home.
I don't remember.
I don't.
Oh no, we didn't.
No, we did not. Yeah, I was. You made me feel like I was going crazy for a second.
Yeah. All right, so Cult of Carnage, I enjoyed it. It's definitely connected to what Donny Cates is doing with Venom and with that, was it Ultimate Carnage that is coming out in the summer? Is that what that event's called? Am I mistaken? Someone in the chat will correct me. So, Avengers No Road Home, issue number 9. As previous issues, I've been enjoying this a lot. This has been a great read. Not just because my boy and my homie, the Immortal Hulk, is in it, as Kenny knows. That's my guy right now. But this issue was a lot of fun because you get to see them pretty much like, you know, finally the Avengers like go full head on against Nyx. They're in front of that
Yeah.
floating house and stuff like that. So
yeah, this is like the final battle, if you will. Like this is the battle issue for sure.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And
I
then
love that first page.
no,
oh,
like the planet Euphoria, like, you know, uses her energy to, like, you know, project herself as a human, and like it's like, yo, what do you guys want? And she grants everyone a wish and everything like that, which was pretty cool. And they're all just trying to, like, you know, take out Nyx. Like that's like their,
yeah,
in a sense, like they're like Hawkeye's wish is like to have the perfect shot. You know what I'm saying?
and I love how, sorry to interrupt, but I loved Hawkeye's thing there, where he's like, I don't know, I want to listen to like music like I did in my 20s before my hearing was shot, and how everybody just, it was weird how they wrote it. Everything felt like sincere and like a genuine, like emotional thing that you don't get from comics and these things.
Right. That part was really awesome.
Yeah, it was just done so well.
Yeah, and you know, I love it when he gets to like Conan. Conan's just like, bro, I'm just trying to like kill.
I'm just trying
I just want to like kill. Like, what are we doing, bro?
What do you mean, Vision? What do you mean? You dying is okay and you're happy? No. To be human is to be scared of that shit all the time.
So,
what are you doing?
Because Vision's like is trying. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite parts though is Rocket actually takes the pin particle, and we get Giant Rocket, bro. And he starts, you know, doing his thing, you know, going
Giant Rocket.
crazy. I thought that was pretty cool. Eventually Nyx gets a hold of, you know, one of those stones, cracks it, unleashes the power, and then, like, you know, she opens the portal back to the house, right? So I guess
she said it's like the source of creation or something like that.
Yeah. So of course, you know, the Avengers in a sense go to follow her there, and then, you know, that's where the book ends. But as you get towards the end, it starts to really highlight Hercules, and I guess, you know, his journey to come back to being a hero and being like the legend that he really is. You know what I'm saying? Like he keeps talking about, you know, I guess the legend that he was, and how he wasn't that. He's like kind of like falling off his tracks, and he's trying to get back to who he was. And I thought that was like pretty cool because he's starting to get, you know, a little spotlight. And I'll say, you know, there was that moment in time where we weren't getting no Hulk, but we're getting Hercules. So, you know, his strength is comparable to the Hulk's. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, that's just pretty cool because right now you have no Hulk because the issue before this, they unleashed the sunlight on him. So they're missing that, you know, that powerhouse, so to speak. So, you know, cool read, awesome read. And I know Hyde already read issue 10, so
yeah,
no spoilers.
No, don't worry, man. Oh, and one of my favorite parts from issue 9, it's so hilarious when Euphoria is granting everybody her wishes, and she goes to Hulk, the Banner, and it's like small text that you can't even read and make out, and then she just reacts like, "Oh, no, I will not end your world."
Yeah, oh yeah, completely forgot about that.
Like, no,
because
she's just like, oh God.
Yeah, because as it was revealed in Immortal Hulk, you know, the version of Hulk we see right now is the Devil Hulk. And dang, we need to link up with Jeff. I know he's been sick, Kenny, but we need to get on that, man. We got to talk about that because I love the fact that, and especially after the last issue, and I guess, you know, spoilers, it's revealed, you know, as he's being hunted down by that agent guy, and, you know, the guy's like, come out, Ben, you know, Bruce, come out, Bruce, blah, blah. You know, Bruce runs into a corner and he starts laughing, and it's not Bruce, it's Mr. Fix-It. So I like how we're starting to see like the different personalities of the Hulk come out.
Yeah,
oh, bro, so good.
Yeah, that does seem cool.
Yeah, so I really, you know, Al Ewing just killing the game, man, both with No Road Home and Immortal Hulk. I'll say this, man, like, I'm always torn between Immortal Hulk and Venom, like, which ones are my favorites, you know, because those two reads right now, I think are Marvel's top tier. But don't sleep on War of the Realms, because I think that's an event that is being well written by our boy Jason Aaron's. So
I really like the first page
Oh
of,
yeah.
of No Road Home. It's the very first page where they show Blue Marvel. And I don't know if you're familiar with this character, Blue Marvel, but his first appearance is like $150 book. Super, super low print book. Crazy hard to find out in the wild. But he was part of the Ultimates team with Captain Marvel, where they turned Galactus into a good guy. But he's like a super crazy scientist. I love just when they introduce the most random of random characters, and you can see them like having a little bit of shine and like their 15 minutes of fame. I've never heard of this guy, Bill the Lobster, but apparently Bill the
What?
Lobster.
You don't know Bill the Lobster, dude?
Apparently
They're
his
gonna make a movie about him next spring.
yeah, him and his squad's job is to prevent World War III from going on while Nyx is blocking out all of the sunlight across the universe. That first page really drew me into the book. I thought it was really cool.
Oh, and speaking of first pages, No Road Home issue 10. Yeah, that's such a good first page. That's not a spoiler, right? Nah.
No.
No, that's not a spoiler.
no, it's not a spoiler. Just makes me excited to hit stop broadcast so I can go read.
And let's not forget what's cooking over at DC, man. Let's not forget that, because DC, what does DC even stand for? It stands for Detective Comics, baby.
Yo, I don't even want to talk about it because I haven't been able to get that issue because that wasn't in my box and it's on my pull, bro.
Oh man.
But
Well, it's all right. I won't.
And it's Tomasi too. No, talk about it if you read it.
I mean, I did read it.
Yeah.
I'll give you the
A quick rundown.
You asked for it. So it's Arkham Knight.
No,
Arkham Knight has arrived. First cover appearance there. Speaking of, it's almost kind of cultish too. Like Arkham Knight has his own cult.
Oh, nice.
The Knights of the Sun. And there's cool parallels there of, Batman is kind of the guy of the darkness, right?
Yeah.
He's like, it's time for us to burn. Their mantra that they like chant is "burn back the dark." They're always like, "Burn back the dark, burn back the dark," and he straight up makes dude, it's so good. Can I break this shit down? Are you sure?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't have it, so how else am I gonna know about it?
Listen to this. Is a
I
fucking
can't find it. They don't have it.
the Batman comic right here, right? You start out right off the bat. They're chanting, "Burn back the dark," right?
Yeah, the clips is
Burn back the dark.
yeah.
You see Knights of the Sun. You bang into Gotham. There's dead bats everywhere. The whole city is covered in dead bats.
That's
Wow.
So all the bats in Gotham died.
Tomasi writing it.
Yeah, man. So then this double page thing of the Bat Cave is covered in dead bats. And he's like, what? And dude just sent that as a message. He like sent some sonar thing just to kill all the bats, just to fuck with Batman's head. Yeah. And like Batman's in his lab dissecting them to try to figure out like why the hell did all these bats die? Little banter with Alfred. He goes and links up with Shorty, the man bat's wife or lab assistant. I forget. But it's a chick who's, has turned into man bat serum person before to get some answers. And she's like sweating it out. Like it's having an effect on her.
Right.
She like, feels compelled to hit herself with it for some reason. So bang, she full page bow. She's a woman bat. Freaking he rides her. Look at that. He's like, luckily I'm used to this. He's like, what's his dude gave me lots of practice on this. Ties a lasso around and starts surfing her around Gotham City. He's like, I gotta tame her, I gotta bring her back down. cool stuff ensues, right? And then tell me this isn't cool and kind of poetic. So it's nighttime, right? And their thing is burn back the dark. So what's his name? The Gotham Knight. He sets off this big bright thing, right? This bomb.
Big ass flare thing.
Yes. But the crazy thing is, it stays, it just stays in the sky, and he's giving Gotham a permanent sun. And he's like, you can't hide in the dark anymore. And he makes an artificial sun over Gotham City. And he's like, you're gonna fight me in the light, Batman. He's like, no more darkness, permanent sunlight. And they're all chanting, burn back the dark, burn back the dark. And then there's like a big battle with all his knights. And he's like, man, these guys are trained. They remind me of the what's the Assassin's Guild that Ra's al Ghul runs?
The League of Assassins.
League of Assassins. He's like, these guys are like high-level League of Assassins training. So I don't know where he got these badass guys from. But like, I love that premise. And you get the big cool page at the end of the Arkham Knight, like, because he was fighting his minions the whole time, and he's like, all right, dude, time for me and you to get it on.
Ding 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 ding.
I mean, boom. That's a Batman issue, man. That's like
Tomasi, bro. Tomasi's a phenomenal writer.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's one of the
so
best.
good. I was pumped. Because, dealing with this, and then when I'm coming off of Tom King's Batman, he's got Batman like ballroom dancing with
that's cool. I'm all about that Bruce Wayne hanging out, dancing his ass off. He's got to do it sometime. We might as well see it.
Kenny is not about it.
I'm not trying to see Batman do the waltz, brother. I'm trying to see him riding man-bats, beefing with soldiers, all that.
I don't know. Reminds me back in the day with Adam West and the Bat 2C. I want to see my Batman dance.
Yeah, he's Bat 2C. You're right.
Like I said earlier, we need that Tom King is giving us that slice of life Batman.
Yeah, man. I can't wait till he has to just like build a bike.
My thing is though, like, we just been on it for too long. Like, I didn't mind it for a moment, but I want to go back to the, like, Bane controlling Arkham and all that. Like, I want to see where that's gonna go, but he's already losing me, and he already lost me as well in Heroes in Crisis. Like, I'm just like, all right.
So let me tell you this: since
he has nowhere to go, he's probably like, "Fuck, I need to come up with something."
I think Tom King works better in like miniseries. Like for instance, that Vision. Everyone talks so good about it, right?
12 issues.
But how many?
Mr. Miracle was 12 issues, and so was Vision, I think.
Yeah, and I think Heroes in Crisis is a mini that's gonna end. And by the way, I know this is an unpopular opinion for everybody. I enjoy it.
No, but there's people that do enjoy it.
Which
My
one
only
do you
thing
enjoy?
is, there's like 3 or 4 issues. Like
Heroes in Crisis.
There's like he's not telling me something. Like, there was things about it I enjoy. Like, I like the whole Booster Gold Blue Beetle thing, but there was like 3 issues in a row where, like, all right, like, we still don't know what the hell's going on. It felt like filler.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just feels like he's doing like a big mystery thing that's gonna come together hard. Yeah. And I hope it does. Oh man, I can't remember the name of the caveman character. But that issue where it focused on him and waxing poetic, I loved that. Like, I loved that thing. I wish I could remember some of it, but it was cracking me up.
Yeah, it was like Coons. It was an actual like pretty famous poet too. Something.
Yeah, Keats.
Coons or something.
Maybe Keats. I'm not sure.
There you go, Keats. That's
Yeah, no.
Comics Mix Explained is absolutely right, or at least I agree with him there. The art's been like saving.
Dude, especially when Jorge Fornes is doing his thing on Batman.
Bro, Clayman, yo. I think
amazing Batman artist.
Clayman on anything right now. Clayman is the man. There's a
reason. That's what you just
said. Clayman.
Let me tell you something, brother. The number 69, it's like the tail end of this Batman Nightmare thing, and it's going back to Bane, and like it all kind of makes sense, like what that was all about. It was like Bane trying to like mentally make him have nightmares and stuff, which whatever. But It's gonna put the nightmares are over. Like they're even hyping it. I read the solicitation for 70, and like this is what you've been waiting for. The nightmare's over. So I think they know that people are getting a little.
All right,
sick of it,
you know what? And that's a good leeway into our next segment because after this we got to ride, bro, or at least I got to ride because I still got a lot to do.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I gotta figure things out, but that's a great segment and leeway to what we picked up this week. And as much as I've been hating Batman these last few issues, you know what I've been loving about Batman these last few issues? Come on, Kenny.
What's that?
Them covers. You guys didn't see this cover? Come on.
Damn cover.
Bro.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Come on, man. Okay,
Wow,
I might not be on it reading it anymore, but these last two covers, I still wind up copping them because
wow,
look at that cover. How do I say no to that?
I need to get one of those.
As a Batman fan, you know?
Jesus.
Damn,
So
that is a slick ass cover.
Batman 69, if I'm not mistaken.
69.
We all know who this is. You know who this is, right? It's Matina, right?
Oh yeah, you can tell it's Matina based on just how overly dark it is. He needs to like hit the couple percentages up on the tint on his covers, all of them.
No, you're absolutely right because you can't even see the detail in it on the camera, but there's crazy detail in this. Crazy detail in this.
Yeah,
you can tell. Yeah, it's nice. I didn't even see that on the shelves.
Did anyone
guys,
else cop anything?
Let me
related?
I can just butt in real quick because I do have to tend to something, and since I didn't pick up anything this week, I'm empty-handed. So I'm gonna jump. Derek, nice to meet you, brother.
Great to meet you, man. Been awesome.
Javi, my dude. See you next time.
Keep rocking on, man.
Congratulations on that AOK statue, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Happy I got to see you bust that open live.
I'm still in shock about it. So thank you, Take the Time Collectibles. He's still in the chat. He is the man. Appreciate you, brother.
Time. Good stuff, man. Everyone in the chat, all the homies, you know who you are. I'll see you in the chatosphere soon, maybe even later tonight. I just got to go handle some biz. See you guys.
Go make that money, player.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace, brother.
Peace, man. Take care.
Javi, did you pick up anything from DC this week?
I got my Batman 69 issue, normal cover.
Word?
69.
Yeah.
Sorry, that doesn't get old to me. I'm so sorry.
Normal cover, nothing crazy. That's it for DC.
Peace, Take the Time Collectibles. I appreciate you, brother. Don't work too hard over there. You are the man. I'm going to Vader choke with Vader right now. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. I didn't end up picking anything up from DC. It's weird. Like, the stuff I was buying was like heavy DC for a while, and it just slowly switched back over to Marvel.
And I've been on the same tip as you. I feel like the power has shifted over the last probably like year and a half. And I hate to say this, but since Bendis kind of jumped, I feel like Marvel really switched up the writers and the titles and everything that.
I think that also has a lot to do with the new editor. His name's slipping. Like, the new editor-in-chief came in and fucking everything got so good. Like, he was just... Apparently, people were just giving him, like, C.B. Cebulski.
Okay.
Like, he jumped on as editor-in-chief, and then, like, Donny Cates is pitching, like, the weird Thanos thing. He's like, oh, I could do this? Yeah. And I could have Cosmic Ghost Rider? Yeah, sounds fun. Go crazy. And it's like, it's very hands-off, letting everybody go nuts with it.
Nice.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah. It's been incredible. Like, everybody's just gone so crazy and dumb with everything that is so perfect. Like, Immortal Hulk would not have happened without him just being like, yeah, no, that sounds insane. Please do that.
No, that is awesome when you have that creative team and just that creative freedom.
I picked up 4 Marvel books now that we're speaking about Marvel.
Yep, same.
I got 5.
All right, sweet. So since you got 5, kick us off with what is the first Marvel book you got, and then we'll just go around the table.
For sure. Well, this is a tie-in to the War of the Realms that I pretty much told myself I wasn't going to buy any tie-ins to anything anymore. But I got like a little sweet spot for Mr. Frank Castle. and it's Jerry Duggan writing it, and he's great. I love that guy. So I decided to check it out, and I actually got to read this today. And yeah, it's awesome. It's just Punisher murking up a bunch of Asgardian things running around New York. It's really all you need.
And we got a little glimpse of that in issue 1.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, there's a... I don't know if you mind about spoilers on this one at all. But yeah, there's like a prison bus that ends up getting fucked up by a bunch of giants and everything, and Punisher runs on. And you're like, oh, I know where this is going. And no, you don't, because apparently he's trying to get these prisoners as like his army. He's their new warden to just go like fight some Asgardian things and lead like a hospital, like evacuated hospital through a tunnel. And that's where that goes. And one dude stepped up like, rush him. And everybody just sat there. Punisher drew a gun on him and just blah. And it was hilarious. Which is why I love Punisher, because him just shooting people in the head is funny somehow.
That's crazy. Yeah, that does sound awesome.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's the first tie-in I read in a while that I'm like, oh, I didn't waste my money.
That's sweet. Javi, what's the first Marvel book you picked up?
I'll keep the theme going on. Got my War of the Realms #2. Awesome cover. I did put there was that issue, it was War of the Realms War Scrolls or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
There was a variant cover that, or I don't know if it was the variant or the normal cover, but I put that in my box. I wanted to check it out, so I put it in my box. I'll probably get that next week.
Sweet. And I guess keep the theme going. I picked up War of the Realms issue 2 as well. And that's probably Hyde's next book.
Yeah. So, keep it going to happy.
We'll keep the train moving along there.
Guardians of the Galaxy #3.
And I guess we'll just keep that theme going along. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I guess we will.
What about you, Chad?
Triple plug for Donny Cates.
Triple plug. Been enjoying that as well. And I love how, I mean, you could start on issue 1, but it's so connected with what happened with Infinity Wars and everything like that. So, like, to really understand everything going on, you had to have read the event and everything like that. So that's what I love about it the most.
I'm gonna have to go back and read that event then.
Yeah, it will make so much more sense. I mean, Infinity Wars, the event, I enjoyed for the most part. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like some great event, but it was good. And some of the tie-ins were as most tie-ins are, but I think overall, it was very different, and your boy wrote it. So definitely go check it out. Hyde.
Oh, definitely will. Yeah, like I read some of it. Like I remember I got up to one part where Drax is just slaying it on the sax with an Infinity Stone in it, and I'm like, oh, this is one of the best things ever. And then I just
killed it,
forgot about it, and let it drop.
Russo.
Yeah.
So, all right, Javi, what was the next one you got?
Old Man Quill #4.
Oh, bro, how'd you know I was gonna pull that one too?
Haha, I didn't get that one.
Great read. You should definitely hop on that.
Yeah, I haven't been reading that at all. I've been I flirted with the idea, then I was like, I got enough stuff. But it's good, worth reading.
Definitely. I think the Old Man universe is phenomenal. Ethan Sachs is killing it. If you like the Old Man Hawkeye, if you like Old Man Logan, definitely need to rereading that one.
Yeah, I read like the original Mark Millar's Old Man Logan way back when, and then Bendis's thing, and that was fun. But
Bendis did one? Old Man, what did Bendis do?
He did like a return to Old Man Logan, like the first thing during the whole Secret Wars thing.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Him or Lemire, or Lemire started and Bendis jumped on, or Bendis started and Lemire jumped on. One of the two. There's a lot of stuff to remember, but yeah, I think it was Bendis, and that was good. And then I just haven't read anything since then.
No worries. Well, maybe we'll change your mind on that one.
Well, we'll see.
What's your next Marvel book, Hyde?
What I got is I'm looking forward to this one. Is Spider-Man Life Story Part 2.
Nice.
I heard a lot of people enjoying that.
Yeah, like the first issue is great, and just this cover of a disco ball, pumpkin
Hobgoblin.
bomb, like, yeah, yeah, no, it's great. Chip Zdarsky's killing it, man. He's quickly become one of my favorite people and
I think a
writers
lot of
and
people
stuff.
are also enjoying that Daredevil run, which I have not hopped on yet, too. But I've
Oh,
heard about that as well.
yeah, like I got put in my box, so it was just like off the shelves when I got there today. But I've been reading it. It's so good. Like Zdarsky went from being like, oh, this guy's hilarious. He has fun, lighthearted things to, oh, he's writing heavy, heavy stuff now. And it's working. Like he's good at it. Like I don't know if you guys read his Star-Lord mini that he did like a year or two ago at this point.
But good.
Oh, it's really, really good. Like the mini's good, and then it ends with like an annual thing, and then that's just the whole thing. But the annual's like powerful, like because the main series is fun and there's a bunch of stuff and it's really good, but and some stuff to it, like some heft. But that annual is just like a heavy, heavy thing that if I didn't read it 2 years ago, I would go into it, but I can't remember it. I just remember being like, "Oh, this is great."
Word. Got to look into that. All right, so Javi and Hyde, before you beat me to this one, I know we all picked it up. Probably the last one everyone's pulled. Avengers: No Road Home, issue number 10,
Mhm.
Alley. So, yes, that was the Marvel pull. Is there anything else that you have one more, right, Hyde?
What was that?
You have one more or no?
No. I went through everything. The other ones: Avengers: No Road Home, War of the Realms, and Guardians. Yeah, that was it.
Yo, JB, Discovery Bay, what's going on? All right, before we go into our indie picks, because I know Javi got some indie picks too, I do want to shout out, because I forgot to mention this earlier, the boy who had 7 and Matt Thanatos. Thank you, guys. I had answered a question correctly on their Green Lantern review, and I won this Jeff Johns Green Lantern trade back. So I'll be reading this and joining them on their next Green Lantern review, which will be, I think, next week. So just want to show that off. And then be showing off our indie picks this week. I don't know if you picked up anything indie this week, Hyde, but you best believe they didn't have it in my pool because they didn't have it yet at Corca's when I got there, Javi, because I'm sure they got it later. But I went by another shop and they had issue 6. So you best believe I picked up myself Knights of the Golden Sun issue number 6. And look at that cover.
Yeah, I put that in my pool. I'm still catching up on the previous issues, but
I saw you picked up the second print of issue 1. I almost did it, but
they came out with the number 1. I finally got myself one.
So
this is a great great story, biblical timeline story. Shit's going on. Jesus is missing.
No, that's all right. That sounds awesome.
No,
it's really cool, and the art is phenomenal. Like,
if you want, Hyde, I can send it to you digitally. I'll send it to you digitally, bro. It's cool.
Awesome, man. Yeah, no, I'll check it out. That sounds pretty cool. Like, sweet. I've just fallen off on indie stuff lately.
No,
I don't know why.
Comes from our homies, Mad Cave Studios down here from South Florida.
Oh, awesome.
Son. And they also have Honor and Curse out, which is phenomenal read as well. So if you guys aren't on that, I recommend you get that on your pull list. Go to your LCS, add anything from Mad Cave because these guys are killing it. And we're all about the local support down here in South Florida. So go check out some Mad Cave Studios. All right, guys. I hate to cut us off, but I got to go get ready. It's going to be a crazy weekend for myself.
What do you have to do?
Oh, yeah, But I want to thank everybody in the chat. I got a real quick, because I have not strapped up yet on this episode. I got to strap up real quick because you already know we're in the era of Y290 and YouTube is 90. And if you ain't talking that, then you need to shut the hell up because you already know you want to make the list because if you're on the list, that means I'm reading it. I love it. And I'm going to create the list aspect of my wrestling persona YouTube character is going to be, typically it was a bad thing if you made the list. I don't know if you know that part of wrestling Hyde. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Jericho's list, his magic list of I get it.
But I'm gonna flip it and I'm gonna start changing it. If you make the list, or if a book, like for instance, you know what made the list? Knights of the Golden Sun. Great read. We're getting ready to. I think it ends in a couple more issues, but Knights of the Golden Sun. You just made the list. Well, I made the list a long time ago, but holding down the belt, holding down the gold. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us in the chat. We still got Highly a Comic Bro in here. We got Discovery Bay. We still got my brother Biggie Shaq. We also got Dre Von Doom up in the building. Make sure you go check him out. Book Mover on Instagram. And then once again, I want to thank Take the Time Collectibles for this incredible AOK and my first statue, this incredible Darth Vader. It was phenomenal, and I'm still blown away by that. So thank you. And most importantly, I got to thank my brother Javi. Thank you, man. We'll be living it up and partying this weekend. Dark Mufasa, thank you for showing up. I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but you are the man from MCE family. And I got to I think you just became the newest member of 90 Miles from Comics Hyde.
Oh, awesome.
Make sure you are available every Wednesday now. The people want to see you. So every Wednesday night, you got to be available so you can hop on and talk some books with us, bro.
Oh man, I'm in 100%. And Chad, man, this weekend you have a fucking great time. You're in it now. Good for you, man. That's so fucking awesome.
Bro, I appreciate it, man. Much love, and thank you for being at the bachelor party last night. Thank you for being part of the comic book community bachelor party as well. Hi.
Oh, no problem, man. I'm 2 for 2 on bachelor parties for you, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I do want to thank Kenny, Comic Kid 84 for joining us. Yeah, man, I gotta go pour up another one myself. Do want to thank Kenny for joining us earlier in the video. You're awesome. Thank you, all of you guys that are still in the chat. I will see you guys sometime next week. And until then, people, go get your books. The champs out.
Get them books.
Peace.